This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of Live with the Tribe. We apologize for not having a show last week, but it was spring break, so it was kind of hard to find anybody on campus to be able to get a show to put together. But this week's show, however, is going to be extra special because it has a little international flair. We're going to sit down with three of our soccer players and talk about their time here at ICC, how they've adjusted to life in a different part of the world. So it's going to be a very fun show. And just in case those are listening in Chile,
bienvenido a la edición de esta semana en vivo con la tribu.
We'll be back with more of Live with the Tribe right after this.
What if Mississippi's community and junior colleges didn't exist? You'd see a much different Mississippi, one without these degrees. And the jobs that come from them. One where many would fail to get a higher education because affordable community and junior college is their only hope. We're in danger of this happening thanks to state budget cuts. In fact, Mississippi once ranked #1 in America's community and junior college systems. #1. But now has slipped out of the top 10, way out, which is already a consequence of budget cuts. So, what if community and junior colleges didn't exist? If budget cuts continue, we may well find out. Contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges.
What do you want to do for lunch? I'm not going to pay like $7 for a burger combo.
You kids don't know about the raddest Little Caesars lunch combo of all time? 4 slices of deep dish pepperoni pizza and a 20-ounce beverage now for just $4. Here, hold this.
Get a Little Caesars hot and ready lunch combo for the incredible price of just $4 for a limited time.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back to Live with the Tribe, as we have 3 very special guests today joining us on Live with the Tribe. Kind of have an international flair for the show this week. Before we get started, I'll let you ladies introduce yourself and tell everybody where you're from.
I'm Diana. I'm from the United Kingdom.
I'm Fran. I'm from Chile.
I'm Grace. I'm from Scotland.
So as you can tell, very unique show today. First off, and let's start with Dee, tell us more about where you're from.
I'm from a big city called Liverpool, and soccer's big there because it's got 2 soccer teams in that city, and the big rivals.
Fran?
I'm from Santiago de Chile. It's a big city too. I live in the capital. It's a pretty city, the best one, you know. And yes.
Like Fran, I'm from the capital, and it's called Edinburgh, and it's also the best city. And I know it's pretty busy, and soccer's pretty big there as well. So.
Yeah, soccer's big in Chile too.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's a much bigger sport than here in the States. How did y'all get interested in soccer, or what's some of your first memories of when you first started playing soccer?
Well, my dad always was into soccer, and he was like putting me in soccer teams and teaching me how to play. So he was why I played soccer, and then I just got into teams through when I was younger. I got into Liverpool Academy and went up through there.
In my case, I started playing from my high school, and then we went like a tournament, went to play to Brazil. I like it more, and I started playing in a team with boys, so I get it better, and then they call me to a national team. So I start training a lot more and playing for different teams, and then I have the opportunity to come to play in Miami 2 years ago and stayed 2 months here in America, and I take like the decision that I wanna like soccer is important for me, and also my dad all the time was with me trying to.
Grace?
Yeah, my dad as well. He got me into like going to watch soccer and going to play as well, and I played for like my primary school and then I joined my first club, and then played in high school, and then joined my second club, and then decided that I wanted to come here to play as well.
Now, Fran, you said you went to Miami. Now, is this for Dee and Grace? Is this y'all's first trips to the States, or have y'all been to the United States before?
This is like the first time coming was last summer. That's the first time I came here.
My first time here as well.
So you talk about coming from very larger parts of the world to very rural Fulton, Mississippi, and anybody feel free to start with this one. Was there any type of culture shock? I know it had to be a big difference, obviously, for you coming from another country, but kind of different here in Fulton, isn't it?
For me, it was so different because I speak Spanish, so I never like have to. Well, I have to wake up every day and talk another language, and like that was like so difficult the first times. And like this, the another forward, and her accent is difficult for me. And when we just came here, she talked too fast too, and I was just learning English, and she was like, we played together, and yeah, it was like so different, but with like help with my friends and coach, I can make it.
I think the weather's probably the biggest difference. Like, it's so cold in the UK, and then to like have to practice like 3 times a day in the really hot weather here.
Yeah, at pre-season.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's the same. It's the weather that's the big difference. I quite like it being like a smaller city because I'm not used to it. I'm used to big, busy. So being quite chilled is quite good, but the weather was a big factor in coming here.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that really we don't take into effect here for us because we're kind of used to that, you know, 100 degrees with 100% humidity.
Yeah, like in Chile right now it's summer, and here it's so cold. Yeah, that's terrible.
Now, what do y'all do? I know for a lot of kids here, obviously if they get homesick, they can go home. On the weekend, they can go home. You guys can't do that. So, like on a weekend, what do you typically do?
Well, we go to like friends' houses and stuff like that, and then keep ourselves occupied. And if we do miss home, we just FaceTime.
Yeah, well, I do FaceTime to get homesick a lot, but like I feel like we as internationals, we are like together. Like we have like a good relationship, so I know I can like support me on them, and I have huge like a bunch of good friends like Madison, Sir Grace, and another Madison. So yeah, I have my gang.
Yeah, we always go home with like teammates on the weekends.
Yeah.
If we ever like stay here, it's usually just because we need to like study or something like that. So usually we keep ourselves occupied.
And like when we stay, we try to stay the three at the same time.
Play together.
So we can go work out or whatever.
All right, now, of course, the men's soccer team have some international players as well, tennis. So I guess you do have that special bond of kind of coming together. Just talk about that bond you talked about a little bit there. Just in a whole new world for all y'all at the same time.
Oh, like, yeah, is in my case that I speak Spanish and the tennis players speak Spanish too. I really don't have that like a big relationship with him, but like Luan doesn't speak English that well neither, so we have different classes together and we help each other. And like when I have like comp, it's a really difficult class for me, and Grace is all the time like helping me, and Dee as well, so yes.
Like we know that we can like talk to each other about things, like we all have the same sort of problems, and like
it's like stuff that other people wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Like we can go to each other.
Like the other
like
night,
this.
Fran came to our room and we just like sat for like 4 hours just like talking about everything. And, like,
yeah, like I was kind of homesick for being like honest, and like I know they feel the same as me, so I can tell them like it's really FaceTime not the same, and so yes.
So, has any family been able to come over? I know you guys went home for the holidays, which had to be great for all you. But have any family members or anybody been able to come back since you've been here?
No. I mean, they came with me when we came here. My mom, my dad, and my brother, but they're not being able to get me here since that minute.
We're the same.
Yeah, so I think I had a chance to meet all your parents when you first got here. I tried, Fran, to talk to your dad. He just looked at me. He goes, "You talk too fast."
Yeah.
So
He's not that good with English, yeah.
And then just now, of course, I pick on y'all a lot. When we're in the cafeteria, I see y'all at games, and if I don't pick on you, that means I don't like you. So, but Fran, you and I kind of have a battle going back and forth.
Oh yeah, we have like a different relationship, you know.
Yeah, because you claim I can't say your name right.
You can, sorry.
All right, so you tell everyone how to say your name properly.
Well, my name is Maria Francisca Galleguillos Poyarolo. That's my whole name. And like Mr. Adam just said a weird name when I'm playing soccer. So I kind of get mad, but not the more.
Yeah.
So you can say right now my name.
All right, I'll try to say it.
Yeah.
Francisca?
Yeah, that's...
Close?
Yeah, close.
You laughed at me, so that was nowhere near it, was it? And then, yes.
Galleguillos.
Galleguillos.
Poyarolo. Yeah, that was better.
That was actually good.
Galleguillos.
Galleguillos Poyarolo.
Poyarolo.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
You're getting
That's
closer.
going to be, next season, that's going to be my job before we start soccer.
Yeah.
Is to properly say your name. Because I messed up Deanna's too. I kept calling her Deanna all year. And finally she just come to me and was very polite about it. She goes, "You're saying my name wrong." so I'm trying to learn. So yes.
Yeah, but you're not the only one who cannot say my name, so I forgive you.
Okay, thank you very
We
much.
can't say either.
Now, let me ask you this. Of course, you being all from different parts of the world, and you all have very unique accents. I know the first time I met Grace, I could listen to her talk all day. Dee the same way, Fran, you the same way as well. Does that eventually kind of get old? Do y'all get tired of that, where
Yes.
people kind of just react to your accents?
Like, people come up to us every day and they're like, "Oh my gosh, just speak." And we're like,
Say what?
and say what? And they're like, "Say anything."
Yeah, like
So annoying.
in my case, I have a weird accent, and my friends have to teach me a lot of words. Like, for example, a straw. And like when I train, I said I'm sweetie instead of said
Sweaty.
Yeah.
So everybody laugh at it. I don't get really tired though. It's just like when I'm trying to talk to a teacher or someone, they ask me, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Chile. I'm a soccer player." Like, but now it's funny. It's funny.
What you need to do from now on is when they ask where you're from, you say Tremont. So they'll think you're right from down the road.
Mississippi.
I said I'm New Albany. I'm
There you
from
go.
New Albany or Satella or Amory, whatever.
See, you've got those, and those are kind of tricky for internationals as well. So let's go back, just talking about classes and stuff here. You kind of talked about some of the difficulties. How good are the teachers to work with y'all when you do run into some of these issues?
In my case, I want to send a hug to Mr. War. That's my favorite.
Me too.
So he really helped me. I mean, comp is really, really difficult for me because I've been speaking English for like 7 months ago, no more, until I didn't speak English at all. So he helped me, and I can make Comp 1 thanks to him because he helped me all the time. And like college algebra, other people said math is the same in Spanish and everything, but it's not. So it's difficult, but coach is all the time there making sure I do good, and if I'm not, I have to run. So I better do good, and my friends help me too.
Yeah, I think the teachers are all really supportive. Like I think they're more supportive when they know you don't like really know exactly what to do, and like coach is always there for us as well. Like we were talking about that as well. Like we know we can always go to him, and that really helps. Like even if he's just not a teacher, he's still like an adult we can talk to.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm the same. All the teachers are very helpful. When you get stuck, you just go to them and they're like, "Okay, da-da-da-da-da," and you're like, "Oh, okay."
That's got to be a good feeling, knowing that your teachers are there for you. And for those that are watching the show, by the way, this is the most I've heard Grace talk in her entire time here at ICC. You're not very talkative.
Not really, no.
Why is that?
I don't know. It depends who I'm like talking to. Like I have to get used to someone to talk to them a lot.
So what you're saying is you don't like us.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so I know a lot of families going to be watching this right now.
Yeah.
And we're just going to give you each a chance to say hello, send some love to some family members back home. So whoever wants to go first. Fran?
Yo le quiero mandar un gran saludo y beso a mis papás, que sin ellos no podría estar haciendo esto. A mi nona, que siempre me apoya, y eso, que los amo mucho.
Hey, family. I miss you and love you.
Hey, family. Miss you and love you too, and thank you for helping me get this opportunity.
All right. Well, is there anything else y'all want to talk about while we got you for a little while? I know you got to get ready for training here shortly. Is there anything we missed that y'all can think about?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I send my hug to Mr. Ward, so I'm fine.
So you're good there. Awesome. Well, I do appreciate y'all very much coming on the show for us this week. And speaking on a personal note for me, Mr. Lee and Raphael, it's great working with y'all because y'all are always with smiles, always say hello to us, always speak, and that really means a lot to us as well. So go get Sweetie, as you said. Is that right? Sweetie?
Sweetie.
Sweetie. I get Sweetie when I train.
So you got training, so you got to go do that as well. And so we appreciate this, and I look forward to continuing to cover y'all in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgating 101.
A juicy, flavorful cheeseburger that's under 350 calories? Feels like we're getting away with something.
I know, right?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Taking these burgers, crossing the border, and changing our names?
No. Ordering shakes.
Oh.
And changing our names. I'm gonna be Marianne. I'm gonna be Dottie. I'll be Shane.
For a limited time, get a flavor-packed cheeseburger with none of the guilt. New Sonic Signature Slingers, starting at just $1.99. This is how you Sonic.
What's better than waiting in line at the bank? Literally everything. Renaissance Bank's mobile check deposit lets you take care of checks wherever you want. Click on Deposit Check in the Renaissance mobile app. Read and hit Continue on the bottom of the notice page. Sign it. Write your name, account number, and for mobile deposit only on the back. Photograph it, front and back, so we know it's real. Type in the amount, choose the account to deposit into, click Continue, and go on your way. You'll receive an email that is being processed, but hold on to the hard copy until the check clears, and then rip it up and throw it away. So what are you waiting for? Download the Renaissance mobile banking app and make waiting in line a thing of the past. Check, phone, check. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pawn with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. And welcome back to this week's edition of Live with the Tribe. As you see, it's a very fun show. We do appreciate Grace, Dee, and Fran for joining us on the interview segment of the show. And guess what? We got more with them. They're going to be our Rapid Fire In Focus Student Athletes of the Week, being brought to you by Food Giant. So you'll learn a lot more about these young ladies in this week's Rapid Fire.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Hola, mi nombre es María Francisca Galleguillos y soy de Chile. My name is María Francisca Galleguillos and I'm from Chile.
I'm Diana, I'm from the UK and I play soccer at ICC.
Grace Valley, soccer.
My favourite soccer team is Liverpool.
My favourite soccer team is Wraith Rovers.
My favourite football team is FC Barcelona.
My favourite movie is Deadpool.
My favourite movie is The Fault in Our Stars.
My favourite movie is definitely Goal. That's a movie of soccer, yeah.
My least favourite American food is pickles.
Least favourite American food, pickle.
The American food I like the least is bacon and gravy.
I'm not a big fan of sweet tea.
I don't like sweet tea that much, sorry.
I love sweet tea.
My favourite class at ICC is soccer day.
Favorite class? I don't like class that much, but physical science, yeah.
My favourite class is Comp 2.
My favourite teacher, Mr. Ward. He had my heart.
My favourite teacher is Mr. Ward.
My favourite teacher is Mr. Ward.
The most funny person in the team is Brittany Sullivan.
The jokester on the team would say Maya. She's quite funny.
The funniest person on the team is Fran.
The biggest flirty. What's flirty mean?
Like always like.
Like trying to get with boys.
The biggest flirt on the team is Mallory Scott.
The biggest flirt on the team is Audrey.
The biggest flirt would be Mal Scott.
The person most likely to be late is Mallory Scott.
The last person to get there usually is Mal Scott.
Who's gonna be running late is Mallory Scott too. My favorite people at ICC, there are a bunch, but Madison McCollum, Madison Corns, Morgan Nicolian, Sarah Grace, Claire, Bailey, Brittany Sullivan, Alex Steven,
Lee and Adam.
Grace
Indiana, Coach David, and the guy who works in the gym too.
My favourite people at ICC is Grace, Ali, Maya, Nikki and Fran. And then soccer girls as well. But
the thing I miss most about back home is probably my family and the soccer team that I support.
I miss my family and my football team I support.
What I miss most about home, my platforms, my clothes, my mom, and my dog, and my dad, and my brother too.
If I could bring one thing from Scotland to America, I'd bring my family, my cat, and Wraith Rovers FC.
I wish I could bring from the UK to the US Liverpool Football Club, so I could watch them. US town. Well, yeah, US town.
If I have to bring one thing from home to here, well, wait, first of all, my mom, my family, and then my puppy, and my soccer team, obviously.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Helen, don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestes for $6?
$6? I gotta sit down.
Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza. Hey, Mississippi, let's fill the gap. Did you know Mississippi's community and junior colleges fill the gap between high school and skilled careers? Or that community and junior colleges are also a great value to students? It's true. Not only can they get degrees in these fields, they can actually afford the tuition to get them there. And did you realize that 96% of the state's community and junior college students are Mississippians? Not only that, they tend to stay in the state when they're done with college. And the more students that do so, the more skilled workers we'll have to fill the gap for jobs. And the more people to fill the job gaps, the more money stays in the state. Plus, the value of community and junior colleges in Mississippi is unbeatable. For every dollar the state puts into community and junior colleges, it gets $4.86 back, an almost 5-to-1 return on investment. So, come on, Mississippi. Contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges. And let's fill the gap.
And that's going to do it for this week's show. Unfortunately, I'm not Mr. Ward because apparently he's a very popular guy with our internationals here on campus. But hey, we do want to say a special thank you to everybody that does take the time out of their day, whether it be faculty, staff, students, or anybody in the community that do reach out to our international players because it really helps them feel like they're at home. But that's going to do it for this week's edition of the show. We've got a lot coming up in the next few weeks. Baseball starting division play, softball's in the heart of division play, tennis, golf, So you want to visit letsgoicc.com for that schedule. We just thought about doing the what's coming up at ICC, but with the weather the way it's been, it's constantly changing. Really not a whole lot we could do about that. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC, Snapchat at Let's Go ICC, Instagram, you guessed it, at Let's Go ICC. So for Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, I'm Adam Gore. We'll see you next time here on Live with the Tribe. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
When I think of potential, I think of a matchstick. When a matchstick reaches its potential, it releases a flame that ignites everything around it. 2018 brings new potential for you and your life at Itawamba Community College, where you are each empowered to do great things. You can be better, accomplish more, and live a life that is above the bar. Your potential is here.